In this video, I want to share with you the evening routine that I've developed for myself that helps me get a better sleep and prepares me perfectly for the next day. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Jack, a business analyst and a YouTuber living in Ireland. So my last video was about morning routines, so I thought the best possible follow-up to that would be to do a video about evening routines and bedtime routines, because they're obviously just another way to prepare for the next day, and it's essentially where your preparation starts. So in this video, I'm going to give you my 5 top tips or my 5 practices that best prepare you for the next day in your evening routine. So let's go. Since adopting these techniques, I've woken up earlier, fresher, and generally more prepared for the day ahead. So be sure to stick around to the very end of the video to make sure you get these 5 tips. Tip number 1 is a really basic one, and it's just simply get 8 hours sleep, or however much sleep that you require. If you're not sure exactly how much sleep you need to function, then a good way to test it out is to try and not set an alarm for maybe a week or so, if that's possible. If not, a few days is fine, and just see how many hours your body naturally needs to wake up feeling okay. Normally it's going to be around 8 hours, and that's pretty much how many hours I need, and that's how many I try and get every single evening. Tip number 2 is spend time with your family or your partner. If you're like me and you sometimes get carried away with any projects or work that you have going on in your life, you can work quite late in the evenings. I think it's really good to try and distance yourself from that, and a great way to do it is just by clearing out some time to spend with your family, your friends, or your partner, and just relax, disconnect a bit from work and anything stressful. This is obviously just a great way to de-stress and avoid anything worrying or challenging before bed, and generally is good for winding down. If you live alone, then you can video people like I do. I video my girlfriend most nights because we live separately, and it's just a really good way to relax in the evening and sort of get away from work and just do your own thing. Tip number 3 is just to clear some time at the end of your day to reflect on the day that's gone by, reflect on the good things and the bad things that have taken place. So I use an app called Morning, which actually has a few built-in prompts and text boxes which you can fill out at the end of the day. It takes 5 minutes to do, and the prompts are just things like, what are some amazing things that happened today and what could have went better? And this is just a really good way to sort of prompt you to reflect on your day and to think in a way that's positive, firstly, because if you're thinking about things that went well, you're reflecting, you're noting what parts of your life you're enjoying and what things you want to include more of. And when you're thinking about things that can be improved upon, this is just a good habit of self-reflection that can help you to identify areas of weakness or things to improve on, which is always a good thing. Tip number 4 is just to unplug from electronic devices. Now obviously this is one that people hear all the time, that we should really get off our phones before bed, the blue light's bad for your eyes and all that stuff. And that's true. Studies have found that blue light emitted by phones and other devices are detrimental to the rate at which we fall asleep and the quality of our sleep when we actually do manage to fall asleep. And what's really interesting is the fact that they actually say the more interactive the device, the more likely you are to have trouble falling asleep. So things like mobile phones, laptops, and games consoles are going to really have a bad effect on the rate at which you fall asleep, whereas more passive ones are still going to cause you issues, but maybe cause you less issues. So TV, for example, which you can kind of just sit back and chill. I know it's hard not to use devices before bed. I myself, I'm really guilty of it. Like, I use my phone to video my girlfriend before I go to bed, and I really feel like I should use it a bit less, but there's no real way around it. So if you are like me and you do have to sort of use your phone or another device quite close to your bedtime, then I would recommend a couple of things. Firstly, change the settings on your phone or your tablet or any other devices that you have to make them show warmer light or dull the screen to a lower brightness. Warmer colors like sort of yellows and oranges that are present in screens are less likely to cause you issues when you're trying to fall asleep. Many devices actually have settings built into them that allow you to set a time in the evening where your phone will automatically change to warmer colors. The second thing I would recommend doing is getting a pair of blue light glasses. I have a pair of these, and they just have a little bit of a tint, I don't know if you can see that, and it just works similar to turning down the brightness on your phone or turning warmer colors onto your phone, and they just sort of dull any blue light coming into your eyes. And I have felt that they help a bit. Whether or not that's placebo effect, I don't know, but they do help, I think. If you're enjoying the video so far, please be sure to support the channel by leaving a like and commenting below your favourite tip so far. Cheers. My 5th and final tip for this video is reading. It's no surprise by now that I love reading and it's really a big part of my life. I think I've ranted about it in like 4 or 5 videos already. Right before bed is a perfect time to squeeze in half an hour to an hour worth of reading. It can be fictional, non-fictional, whatever you want. Really finding a book that works for you is the best thing. I love to read fiction. At the moment I'm reading Dragon Blood Omnibus, which is like a series of books, and it's really enjoyable, and I just stick it on. My little secret hint here is get an Alexa or like an Amazon Echo if you can, because then you can just use it to play Audible. Alexa, play Dragon Blood Omnibus.
Sorry, I don't know that
Of
one.
course she lets me down now. but anyway, normally you can just tell her to play that in the evening and it will just go ahead and play it. And that means you can switch off your phone, not be on any devices right before you go to bed, and you can just chill, put all the lights off, chill in your bed, listen to this, and then just tell Alexa to like shut up whenever you want to go to sleep. So I listened to that on Audible, so I would really recommend like going and subscribing to Audible. I'm obviously not sponsored or anything by them, but an Audible subscription costs like $7.95 a month or something. So bargain of the century. You get like a book every month for free, and then there's a load of free books on there already, so go and check it out. I'll leave a link in the description to that. Another series of books that I would highly recommend, I just finished listening to, is the MISTBORN series by Brandon Sanderson. That was actually recommended to me by Ali Abdal. Not personally, obviously, I just seen him recommend it in loads of his videos. So yeah, that's another great one to go and check out. He's got a new book coming out soon, so 100% go listen to all of those in the next like couple of weeks and you'll be ready for the new one coming out. Right, so those are my top 5 tips. I'll put them here for building an evening routine that's going to better prep you for the next day and let you get a really good night's sleep. Please make sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel below. I really appreciate any support that you guys can give me. I'm really starting to enjoy making videos more and more, and I feel like I'm slowly getting better at it. So please show your support, drop a wee like, and subscribe to the channel as well. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to check out this video I made on building better morning routines, and the one I personally use. I really enjoyed making that video, and it's one of the most important routines I have in my entire day, so be sure to check that out. See you in the next one. Bye bye.